Okay. So it is now 1:15 in the afternoon, October 16th. We just filmed 20-minute video, maybe like 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, maybe, right around there. And so I wanted to kind of talk about something. I got my notes right here because I was kind of going on a tangent a bit earlier. And I kind of wanted this video to be a little more, obviously, open, not freestyle all the way, because let's be honest, I talk way too much, and then I happen to go off topic so many times, but it's all right though. We're still learning, right? Of course. And right here, right? So honestly, like lately, I've been thinking what it really means to recognize what you already have, especially when you're young, right? When it comes to that, I truly do think it's a blessing to think about the things that I have right now in my life, right? I have a roof over my head. I have my parents who are still together. I have this business that I'm running. I'm just very grateful, honestly. Every single day I wake up and I thank God that I woke up today. I thank God that I have an opportunity to go to the gym. I have able mind, spirit, and body to work out, to do whatever I want, right? To go read a book, to go talk to you guys right now on YouTube. You know, just doing different things in general. And that right there is a whole entire blessing. And I think a lot of people take that for granted. You know, you woke up today with 2 eyes, a nose, ears, a mouth. Some people don't wake up with that. Some people are born without that. And I feel like a lot of people do take advantage of what they have, right? It's like some people I know some people, they might have parents who have a business and they want to run a business one day. They're looking elsewhere, but right in front of them. And they don't realize the blessing that's right in front of them. And I believe they overlook it sometimes, right? And I think it's a good, I think it's a good thing to practice focusing in right now in the moment, to honestly realizing that, hey, there's a blessing right in front of me. Let me see what I have right in front of me. Let me use it to the best of my ability, right? And again, I was talking to one of my good friends last night, and it hit me, like, bro, where I am right now, the wisdom, the mindset, the clarity, that's not normal for everyone at this age. You know, obviously, no, that's God, right? We were talking again to my friend last night. We're talking about this. He was telling me, Jose, you know, I have what I have right now. You know, I have an amazing girlfriend. I have, you know, so many things in front of me now. And we were talking about it. I'm like, dude, yeah, you know, you have a girlfriend. You have a business. You have partners. And you have the church. You have Christ now, right? Back then, he wasn't like that. But, you know, until Christ saved him, he was of the world. And now that Christ saved him, it's like he's moving differently now, you know? And it's honestly truly a huge blessing that, you know, he's at this position he's at right now at a very young age, and myself included. I'm 22 years old. And it's a huge blessing to have this wisdom, this knowledge, you know, everything right now is sober-minded at this age, because I know there's a lot of young kids at my age who are partying, drinking, not doing nothing at all. They don't want to work. They don't want to study. They don't want to do business. They don't want to invest in themselves, invest in God. You know, none of that. They don't want to invest in relationships. They don't do none of that. You know, like nowadays, what is it, 2025 already? People are so lazy. People are so, you know, determined to not do nothing at all. They go to school aiming at nothing. You know, they're just wandering out in the open, doing nothing at all. They have no real meaning, no purpose to their life. Just the fact and just the thought of having you know, that sense, realizing, hey, at this age, at 22, I know what life's purpose means, and some people don't know that at my age. You know, I thank God that I was saved at 16 years old. I'm 22 now. I've been saved for 6 years now. Okay, and it's a true blessing to understand what the real meaning of life is, and that is to live for Jesus Christ, right? A lot of people don't understand that. They always think they can find in drugs, sex, money, alcohol, fame, anything, religion, anything in general. They think that they can find true happiness and peace and the meaning of life in those things, but at the end, it's all vanity. It leads to nothing at all. It reminds me of what Solomon said. You know, I give myself everything. I like myself no pleasure, and, you know, at the end of the day, he believes it's all vanity, and who knows, you know? I mean, it is all vanity at the end of the day, but, you know, like when it comes to all of that, Christ really does matter. He's the only thing that matters to me right now. It's just to honor him and please him. Not because I have to, but because I want to. I want to do it because I understand life. Jesus said in Matthew 14, verse 6, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one can come to the Father except through me. And I personally do believe that but I personally do believe that, that God is the way, right? Not only that, but it's the truth, right? And Jesus said the truth will set you free. And right now I'm free. I'm free of a headache of worrying whether or not if I'm going to, what's it called? Like wondering what the purpose of life is, right? Thank God I have it right now at this age that I'm at right now. I'm only 22 years old and I have this realization. Some people don't understand it. They're aiming aimlessly at this life. And it's sad, honestly. I would encourage you guys, anyone who's watching right now, if you're Christian or not, seek Christ, right? When I mean Christian, a lot of people say, "Oh, I'm Christian," but they don't truly know Jesus. They're not born again. I definitely would encourage people to actually look into Jesus, not the religious Jesus, but the one that sets you free, the one that gives you eternal life, the one that can save you from your sin and from hell. Okay, not only that, but again, it's just a huge blessing to know at this age what I know. The wisdom, the knowledge. I have some people tell me, "Hey, Jose, like, how do you know all this at such a young age?" I tell them the Book of Proverbs. Okay, the Bible is literally the key, the answer, right? Or right there. The Bible, you can't even see it, but whatever. But the Bible literally has the answer what you're seeking, what you're looking for. Christ is the one that's going to fill that void inside of your heart that you feel. You lack purpose, you lack determination, you lack your goal, you lack what's my purpose in life? What am I here to do on this earth? Okay, I'm here to tell you, seek Christ. He's the one that gives you life. He's the one that gives you purpose. He's the one that makes me wake up every single day, makes you wake up every single day. He's the person that literally is the author and finisher of your life. Okay, and he has the answer that you're seeking, that you're looking for. You can look for all these answers in the world. I promise you, at the end of the day, you're gonna be back in the same spot. Okay, and some people don't find this out till later on in life when they're 40, 50, 60 years old, or even on their deathbed. Okay, God forbid, but some people don't find this answer until they're older, and I'm grateful and I'm thankful that I found Christ. I didn't even find him; he found me. Okay, at age 16, at that very young age, and it's crazy the way my life turned out. Who knows if I wasn't saved, I wouldn't even be here talking to you guys right now. I wouldn't have started the Capital Ledger. I wouldn't want to help people. I'd probably be super fat. And right now I'm like what 238, 237, right around there. And like I started my fitness journey about 2 years ago. I was like 300 some pounds, like 305 or something like that. And who knows? I probably would still be fat, like really, really fat. I probably wouldn't be going to church. I wouldn't have the friends that I have right now, the wisdom, the knowledge that I have right now. I'd probably be stuck in college, studying a business major and that I don't even love. And I'm here doing what I love right now, talking to the camera, focusing on Christ, focusing on, discipline, knowledge, wisdom, all these great things that I have. It's a huge, huge blessing, and I can't stress that enough. And again, I'm just really thankful. Me and my friend were talking last night for maybe half hour to an hour-ish, right around there. Just talking about the blessings that God has given us, just to wake up every single day, to have a purpose, to have a goal, to have ambition, to have these dreams. It's a huge blessing to have these different things, guys, and for some people, they may not realize what's right in front of them, but you have a huge blessing. Again, you woke up today, you're watching this video probably, right? And it's a huge blessing to have what you have, this iPad, and this, I don't know what to call it, like I say, a one-on-one that I'm having with you guys. Like it's a blessing, and I do think